Um, Hello everybody. Just checking that we are live. Seems like so. So hello everybody. This is a weekly bridge team sync. Today is 19th of March, and we are ready to share with you lots of really exciting news. So I'm going to share my screen. I have a pretty. I think that we have quite lots of info to share today. So let's review our agenda. As always, going over the current goal, some updates from all of the members, and then we're going to go directly into the discussion, where I have lots of informational topics here to share with you guys, and also some additional things here: the ledger bug, Hashimoto bug, Bristol.org landing page discussion. Do you have anything that you think we should put in this list? Marcella, Pierre?
Yes, sorry, I was muted. I think we can discuss about the right now the bridge is in trusted mode. Maybe we will discuss this later.
Yeah, I
So
think
we can
this
discuss.
is the Hashimoto
Oh
bug.
yeah. Oh, sorry, that's there. Okay.
Okay, cool. If anything will pop up, let's discuss this too. So in terms of status, so last week we were discussing the gas limiting issue. It was solved at the same day, or maybe the next day. So it was solved over the weekend. And well, the specific was that we need to manage the gas pretty carefully. So for all of the calls, for all of the callbacks, is enough gas on the near side preserved. So we needed to put there some additional asserts, check with the profiling tool how much gas does it take for some of the computations. And once we've done it, the gas limiting issue was solved. So all good. Two-factor authentication is working now on the front end. This was one of the pieces of the front end that needed to be solved. This was done in the most recent wallet update. And actually, I'm going to add here info wallet update. So wallet team fixed this, and now they introduced also some additional changes to support the bridge release. And because of this, we are proud today to announce to you that the bridge was released, and now everybody is able to use it. Everybody is able to try it out. The bridge has now support of the bridging of ERC20 tokens to near. That's the most common thing to do. There are lots of tokens that are already deployed there, so you can try out by yourself. And this was done on Monday last week, well, this week, and everyone was able to do it with the command line interface. But right now, we are making the front end of the bridge available for the usage, and I'm going to show you in several minutes how it looks right now and what are the specific limitations that we discovered just recently with the front end. So planned items. I need actually to copy it from there. I will not copy because the main items were around launching the bridge, launching the front end, and doing some things for the ETH connector, and Kirill will be able to update us on this. So let's go directly into weekly updates. So what I was doing, mainly I was supporting the bridge launch. That was pretty intense week with multiple stuff. Bridge launch with Marcella. I was also adding some metadata to bridge tokens. I was coordinating the marketing, I would say the rollout of the bridge and adjacent projects. Some of this you will see there, and there are lots of them to come. Yeah, and this was like the main thing that I was doing. So all about the bridge launch. Really busy week. I was almost not focusing on the EVM this week. That's update from my side. Marcel, what you can say?
Well, big part of the week was about doing operations about the bridge launch. Definitely, that took quite some time. A lot of bug fixing, a lot of features that need to be added to the way we're deploying. I don't know, a lot of testing about it. So yeah, mostly everything related to the bridge launch this week. That was the main focus.
Cool.
Bridge deployment on testnet, on mainnet, and also actually we deploy same bridge on Rapstein too.
Yeah, that's cool. Evgeny, how are you today?
This week I was mostly working on hash proof bug that we discovered on Monday. So the problem with hash proof is that it doesn't work. I think hash proof, not exactly Hashimoto. So I now have my own implementation of the generation of a Merkle tree for DAG. So I already tested it for epoch 0. It produces the same root hash as is present in the JSON file in Rainbow Bridge repository. So probably it is mostly implements mostly the same thing as the ctHashProof program that we use in Rainbow Bridge. So soon we'll probably be able to use my program to generate proofs and to check. So the problem we have a contract that doesn't accept a proof, and we don't know what's wrong, the proof or the checking code in the contract. So once we have another implementation, we can be able to better debug to find the actual place where the bug is present.
Okay, cool. Do we want to discuss something else on hash proof bug, because this is one of the lists in the agenda. I know that Kirill, you have been working on it too.
Yeah, that's correct. So on my side, I also spent quite a big amount of time debugging A2 layer, and I was able to generate more than 100 blocks using ethashproof program. Though I noticed that for some blocks, the ethashproof panics, but I didn't check exactly why it doesn't generate proof for some blocks, but for others do. Because as far as I know, Evgeny told that he will implement his own DAG Merkle generator, and that's great that we have this. But what thing I noticed with the ATH hash proof, that for some blocks, for example, when I try to generate the proof for a block like 300 for the epoch 300, for the epoch 400, these were different from those in the Rainbow Bridge. Though, like for first 100 blocks, 100 epochs, sorry, generated by each hash proof matched the Rainbow Bridge. So these hashes in the epochs start to diverge somewhere later, like after 100 blocks. I believe that even maybe close to 200 epochs.
So is this already tested? Is this something that you have? So there is a divergence in between what ETH proof now generates and what it is in the file.
Yeah, some hashes, yes, some of them diverge because sequentially generating using ETH proof takes a huge amount of time, and I so far generated like about 120 Merkle roots for epochs. But when I generate just a Doug Merkle root for a single epoch, like 400 or 300, I noticed some divergence in that. I mean, didn't check. Maybe that's because this ATH proof requires that all previous blocks need to be generated sequentially, and if not, some hashes could be different. But that's great that we have another reference tool from Evgeny, and we will be able to debug this.
I can say that my tool is currently pretty slow. So for the first, like for epoch 0, it takes like maybe 20 minutes to generate root hash. And for further epoch, it takes more proportional to the size of DAG. So for epoch 511, it's like 5 times more. And in between, it's like linearly increasing. So
Yeah,
it's maybe
proof.
I'll need to spend a bit of time optimizing it. And then if we need to do it faster, we can just start GCP node with lots of CPUs and make it parallel, and it will generate
perfect.
what we need
This
pretty
is this
quickly.
is this is what I want to this is what I wanted to propose to you. Let's do it. Why not? We have lots of time.
Let's upload that code to Google Cloud and just run it there in a high performance machine. This is a code that needs to be executed only once.
Sorry.
It's not exactly so. If we want to generate not just roots, but the proofs itself, we need to generate some auxiliary data, which is so basically to not have to regenerate the entire Miracle tree, you need to generate and store some intermediate nodes in this tree. And currently I don't have a code for that, so I'll need to write. So currently my code only generates roots, just to check that everything is correct.
Can you share that code? Can you share it? Is it in a repository?
Yes, I can put it after those calls.
Let's do the following. Yeah, so we have lots of stuff to discuss here. So let's wrap this up the following way. I proposed Evgeny to upload the code to some kind of repo in Aurora is near.
Gist.
Yeah, nice, better.
Why won't you use our new GitHub org?
I think I don't have permission to create repositories in there, and it's just one file anyway.
Yeah, I've added there. Well, it's not the file; it's the code.
It's one file at the moment.
Okay, one file. And how you build it? From command line?
Yes. Well, it's Go source file. I just run it with Go run. No need to build.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, upload the code
by the way,
somewhere.
Evgeny, ACH hash proof tool that we used previously, and as I said, it works very slow as well. So I don't think that there is a lot of space for optimization, though for sure it makes sense if you can make some. And also, is it possible using your tool to generate the Doug Merkle roots, for example, for the epoch 300 or the epoch 400? So we will have just
currently the only thing is that it can do is to generate Merkle root for epoch n, where n is a constant in the code. So you can change the constant to generate Merkle root for any epoch, and that's what it can, all that it can currently do.
Oh, that's great. What I suggest is that we can So for the Rainbow Bridge test, we have the block that corresponds to the epoch 401. And I especially checked what is the Doug Merkle route for this by using ETH hash proof, and it diverged. So what I suggest is that we can generate the Doug Merkle route using your tool for the epoch 401, and to check whether this match either ETH hash proof or the one Doug Merkle route that we have in the Rainbow Bridge repository.
Sure, we can try to do it.
Okay, who would do this? Because Kirill, would you be able to do this? Would you be able to take the ownership on this part?
Yeah.
Kirill, to check the divergence on epoch with the code from Evgeny. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's get back to the to the wiki update. So Kirill, for sure you have been working on ETH hash proof bug.
Yeah. That takes most time, but I also was supporting for a little bit for a bridge deployment, helping fix their minor bugs, sync with Pierre on some of them on Monday. Also this week, I synced with Evgeny Khanov on ETH connector, and we discussed possible issues and solutions with the NoSTD and NoSDK approach that Evgeny is currently using for the implementation suitable for the EVM. And we also, at the beginning of the week, we thought that we can possibly test something with an NoSTD ETH connector, but this doesn't work at the moment. So it's in the process as well, and I believe that Evgeny will update us on the EVM call today. I also
does mean that this pull request is dropped, so it's not passing all the tests. Yeah, it's not working correct.
Which one?
Number 10, as connector number 10, the NoSTD implementation.
Yeah, I think so. And as you can see, Evgeny also requested some review on this PR.
Yeah.
So I believe he will update us. I also worked this week on the preparation of the ETH connector demo, and I am writing a README for the ETH connector, so it will be easier for us internally to get some instructions how to test this, and this will be similar to the bridge testing like you did for the ERC20 Rainbow Token Connector. And I added to that PR number 9, I believe, some scripts for better usability, some cleanup and refactoring, and I also deployed the ETH connector both sides, both near and ETH side, on the testnet on the near side and Robston on the ETH side.
Is this connector working?
Yes, so I tested. I can successfully deposit and withdraw in both contracts.
Cool. That's nice. We have just deployed the bridge, and now we have some additional connectors that are working with it, which is cool. Yeah. Still need to test this thing, so I did on the. I started to test it. Did only the deposit, the half of the deposit, so on the Ethereum side. But yeah, really excited to try it out, especially when this pull request is going to be merged. And actually, I believe there is some help will be needed here. So this code is mostly the code for. You can take a look here. This is the changes in Solidity and also some JavaScript code for testing and stuff like that. And with hard hats, some additions to the hard hat, and lots of other stuff. So I'm wondering who would be able to help with the review of this code. Who want to do it?
I believe
It's not a big pull request. It's only 5 and 6K lines of code, but the majority of it obviously is not the source code.
Yeah, the majority, I believe, the updating log files.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can review it. You can take a look.
I wanted to check whether Pierre, do you want to do this next week or I don't know, because we at some point in time discussing whether that you would most probably would like to take a look at the Solidity things.
Yeah, if there's time. I think we might still have some front-end things to fix next week.
For sure.
But, yeah.
Okay, no problem. Evgeny Kapun, do you think you can help here?
I think I will focus on the bridge. I think it's more important for us to have a bridge working. By the way, my program just finished computing the Merkle root for the Epoch 511. So it is different from what we have in our JSON, unlike Epoch 0. I can think I can even post so in the chat.
Cool. Okay. Then I'm returning back here.
Well, this is the value that my program computed. Maybe someone of you can check, compare with something else. But from what I see,
why 511?
Because it's the last epoch that we have in our JSON file. So we have from 0 to 511, epochs from 0 to 511.
Okay, cool. So Evgeny is going to focus on this. Yeah.
You mentioned that you tried to generate the proof for the ETH connector using your generate proof script code.
Yeah, I think we can discuss this outside. So there is some kind of bug there, but let's discuss this outside.
I believe that's only about replacing the connector ABI JSON file.
I replaced this, and I replaced the name of I changed the name of the event, something else.
Okay, then we'll discuss later. Okay.
So I've been putting here Marcella to review. Cool. Pierre?
Yeah, so this week was all about preparing the front end for release. So initially working on error handling, making sure that we don't have transfers that stop in the middle. And then working on the two main new features, which are the recovery of lost transfers and the deletion of transfers from the completed transfers list. And that's it. And and Wallet Connect is also working and tested with MetaMask Mobile, so that's also an option that we have.
Cool. Matt, hi to you.
Yeah.
We were not giving you an ability to say hello to all of the viewers last time. Sorry for this.
No problem.
I was focusing too much on the on the release. Say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, and what you were doing during this week?
Well, at the very beginning of the week, I just helped a little bit with the press release, and then after that, I was pulled away to the AMM project to meet with Bo and Shin to maybe help ideate a little bit on ideas for bootstrapping the liquidity of the AMM. And then at the end of the week, well, last week I did a preliminary review of the bridge and posted some notes and feedback about that. And now what I want to do, or what I'm doing, is just stepping back from that and thinking more about the bridge as a complete product. And I'm starting a document with user requirements, design requirements, workflows, edge cases for the broader, for the bridge as a broader product, including the eventual transfer of native tokens. Thinking also about how to eventually include the EVM in that, and that's what I want. That's what I intend to continue working on, that document.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Well, that's super nice. If we're talking about this, I think that's well, we obviously can talk more about this on Monday, but I think you're doing a pretty good job here with the front end and with the review. So many of the things that you have suggested we included into the current front end. So that's cool. Okay, a little bit on the topics here. I'm just going to copy it here. So bridge release, yeah. So it's done, and everyone is able to go at this repo. Soon it's going to be moved inside of the Near org. But this repo at the moment contains the correct addresses on the Near and Ethereum side connectors and clients. And also it has the correct scripts for doing Ethereum to Near transfers and Near to Ethereum transfers. So all of this is tested already with multiple people. Everything is working right now, all cool. So you can use it right here, right now. The costs of the transfers, just for your information, since the most important one are the costs on the Ethereum side. There is an ERC20 approve call, which can be done only once if you would like to transfer the same token multiple times. It's just an ordinary ERC20 approve call. And there is also a lock call, which takes a little bit more than an ordinary ERC20 transfer call. So this is these are very low at the moment. They are something like I don't know, $15 and Ethereum, unfortunately, 15 because of the high gas fees. The transfer back consumes a little bit more of gas because of the need for checking the proof of the withdrawal transaction. So that's it. Please use. We actually are able to take a look at Explorer right here, right now. You can see that there were already 33 transactions happening with the factory bridge.near, which is a contract that is managing all of the tokens on the Near side. So there are some people that are doing this. So that's pretty cool. You can try right here, right now. The second thing that I want to show to you here is the front end, and this would be most probably more important for the wide community. And the front end you are able to get on the URL ethereum.bridgetonear.org. All of our bridges are going to be hosted on this domain name. So Robston Bridge is hosted on robston.bridgetonear.org. And Rinkeby eventually is going to be hosted on rinkeby.bridgetonear.org. And this is, if you are looking closely to our updates, there were some changes in comparison to how the front end was looking in the testnet. However, it is pretty clean and clear. I'm going just to show you. I'm just going to show you some simple some simple flow here. So I have connected my account on Ethereum. I'm connecting my account on Near. Yep, why not? I'm connecting my account here. Okay, I'm connecting the wrong account. Cool. So I'm doing it right here, right now, and in the bridge you would be able to do the transfer. So you can check what the token that you are able to send. As you can see, there are lots of the pre-deployed tokens that you are able to use, which is cool. So for example, I can transfer USDT and I can transfer 100 USDT. Oh no, 100 is too much. And let's transfer 10. And it actually shows me that I already have a balance of 200 of transfer tokens because I was doing this before. So I can approve the transfer. And now several transactions are happening on the MetaMask. So first one is the approving, and you would be able to see the steps that you would need to do. As you can see, there is a functionality for deleting the transfer. There is a functionality for restoring the transfer in case something went bad. And for example, this is very important for the cases when you are increasing the gas for the transaction, so Ethereum is able to consume it. So this functionality is also added here. And also, yeah, so we can go, I'm going to show you like the lock-in thing. So I'm just locking 10 USDT on my account, on the connector account. Once the transaction is there, we would need to wait for some confirmations on the Ethereum side for security. And then we would be able to deposit these and USDT tokens. Yeah, one additional thing that I wanted to mention to everybody, and this is in the list, that we have opened a official Telegram support channel. So if you have any questions with regards to how the bridge is working, why something is not there, why something is not working, then you can go here and you can go and check out our support Telegram channel. All of the bridge team is going to be eventually added to this channel. At the moment, it's only me and Marcelo there, but we are going to be there. We are going to help you with all of the transfers. We are going to help you to unstuck your funds in case something is going wrong.
Does this channel have a handle? I think this link is an invite link, but why not make a public handle for channel instead?
I don't know. Well, we potentially can do this. How to do this?
Yeah, I can convert it to a public group later. I just need to go inside that group first.
Oh yeah, okay. So maybe I did some not the wrong thing. Yeah. So I need to convert the group into
a public group. Yeah, and it will allow you to put a readable name. Yeah.
Well, we can do it right here, right now. Why not? Group type private. Okay, gotcha. So this is the public group. Cool. And and I even can say what's okay. Support. What? I can, yeah. So going to convert it. So no problem. I would do this by going to change the link here later. You still can do it right here, right now.
Let's announce it later in the Discord channel, in the bridge channel in Discord.
Cool. No problem. Yeah. No problem. So it is already working. So if you have any problems, please join it. All good here. We are now already, as you can see, waiting for the transfer to happen. The confirmations amount for the mainnet is set to 20. So it means that the transfer from Ethereum to Near will be happening somewhere around 5 minutes, because 20 blocks on Ethereum are generated like around 5 minutes. So this is one Ethereum transaction. This is another Ethereum transaction. 5 minutes and almost instant Near transaction. You would be able to see it a little bit later. So one additional thing that I would like to show you is the dashboard, and potentially this can be interesting for the people that are tracking some stats around the bridge. We are going to expand this and show more information here. So this is what you can see. This is the Near. So everything is just the beginning. So we're going to add lots of other stuff here. But now this is the dashboard where you are able to see the amount of the transactions that were coming in through the bridge. What is the total assets bridged in USD? So at the moment, it's not that much. However, we are working on increasing this. Bridge users. This is the graph in time, how the things were bridged. Yeah, and some additional information: input transaction counts, output transaction count. So this dashboard is going to be extended. Big thanks to Vadim Zavadil to start working on this. You already can go there, duneanalytics.com/Zavadil/Rainbow Bridge. Lots of additional metrics will be added here. And I think at some point in time, if we would be able to upload the information from the Near side, then we are going to expose here also the Near side metrics, which would be interesting too. Cool. Yeah, just for everybody, if you will go to Near Wallet, then you will be able to see some additional information here. So this is a new update that was done by Wallet team. So kudos to them for doing this. They are now tracking the amount of tokens, of fungible tokens, that have been placed in the specific account. So at the moment, these three things are hard-coded. Banana, ramp near, and DAI. And this is actually a bridge DAI address, as you can see here. So this account has the same address as an ethereum.factory.bridge.near. So these at the moment are hard-coded, but soon, but Wallet team is working on, first of all, to enable transfers of fungible tokens. Because at the moment these are just the numbers. You cannot interact with this. You cannot send or receive tokens, these fungible tokens. And second, what they're working on is dynamical tracking of all of the fungible tokens that you are going to own. This is going to be done using some indexer. So indexer will track when the contracts of the fungible token standard are going to be deployed, and then when some of the transactions will result in receiving of these tokens by a user. So here the user experience eventually in several weeks will be super cool, or at least this is how I understand this, because users will not be required to enter the token name as you need to do it in MetaMask. So if some of you sometime were trying to make your MetaMask wallet to show you some token balances, you need to enter the address of this token, and well, it's just some additional steps that you need to go through. So here everything will be automated, and again, big kudos to the Near Wallet team. Yeah, coming to the ledger bug. Okay, so this is something interesting. And maybe some of you have noticed this giant blue thing on top of the bridge of our bridge front end. And let me go a little bit in detail here. So at the moment, if you are trying, so actually we can mint, so we can actually finalize the transfer. Let's do it. It's not going to take lots of time. So redirection to near wallet may take a little bit of seconds. I'm just allowing this, and the minting transaction is sent to the near blockchain, and it's going to be confirmed in a couple of seconds. Hopefully, yeah, it's done. Now you can see that I have a transfer that is completed of 10 USDT. How cool is that? Super fast. You do not need to wait anything. Well, we potentially can check the transactions. What was the cost? Super fast, and now I can use this USDT on Near. Yeah. So coming back to ledger protected wallets. So if you have a Near wallet, where as a place where you're holding the key, the full access key to your account, you use a ledger device, then unfortunately this wallet is not able to sign this last transaction that you were seeing just right now. The reason for this is the internal limitations of ledger device, because we are not able to put in that device the proof of the event of this converting or locking of the tokens on the Ethereum side. And unfortunately, this is like a fundamental bug and a fundamental obstacle here. And in order to deal with it, we would need to change the way how users are interacting with our smart contracts. However, at the moment, there is a quick solution for those of you who have the Near account with Ledger. You are able to create an additional Near account, log in with this new account to the same front end. You will see the transfer that is not yet completed, and you would be able to sign the finalization transaction. And the reason why you can do this is that the logic of this finalization near side transaction is that it doesn't require the sender of the transaction be the recipient of the tokens, which is super cool. So you can do this. And here is an additional update for you, actually. We have done, and again, Vadim Zavadil helped us to do this, and also big thanks to guys from Paras who are hosting this. So now you have a Near faucet for Ethereum holders. So everyone who is having some Ether on their account, and they do not have a simple and clear way how to get some Near tokens, because Near tokens now are traded only on centralized exchanges, and some people do not have an access to the exchanges. So what they can do right here, right now, is to go to faucet.paras.id and claim their Near account. So if you are going to log in with MetaMask to this website, so I'm just doing this thing right here, right now. Okay, so I already claimed. Sorry, I was testing this stuff before. So there is if you have a Ethereum address with enough Ether on it, so we're just checking that you have enough funds to operate with the bridge. You are able to create account on Near, and you are able to again stay in the Rainbow Bridge fund. Well, you are able to use the Rainbow Bridge. You are able to sign multiple transactions on the Near side. So this is a quick solution for the bridge Ethereum bridge-near.org. This is a quick fix for those of you who have the ledger protected wallets. Yeah, but I would like to spend several minutes on this a little bit in detail. So the ledger bug, so you can see that it is located here. Yeah, so this is it, literally. So perhaps someone was able to read through this. Actually, I've checked whether the transfer back is working with MetaMask, because we're signing there. Also lots of information, and it works. It works with Ethereum application. Yeah, so we have. So I see two potential ways of solving the problem here. First one is that we need to change the inside of the methods, inside of the deposit method, which one is signed by user. We need to change the following thing. We are not going to put there a proof itself, but instead we are going to put there a hash of the proof, while we are going to add also additional methods for recording the proofs. And proof is recorded, checked whether it is valid, and then it waits. And this can be done by third party. And then the third party and then the user is calling deposit, and the user pays a little bit more, and some portion of the funds comes back to the party that was recording the proof. So with this flow, user is going to reimburse somebody who have recorded the proof on behalf of him. This can be done by our backend. Or there is another way how to do this. We are not changing anything with the contract, but we have an additional multi-sig contract where, again, this multi-sig contract is doing the following. There is a recording of the proof, which is done by our backend or somebody else, and then the user is signing with the ledger the approval, and then this multi-sig contract is called in our contract with the correct values, with the correct information. This approach is also good, and maybe it is even better because we are separating this logic and we are not changing anything in the current logic of how our contracts are working. So yeah, maybe someone was able to take a look into it and has some ideas what we should do with it.
I think if we are relying on a third party to actually does this transaction, we can remove all the recording step, because it will add a lot of complexity to our contract, and just rely on the third party to submit our transaction, maybe via another contract that just makes some deposit, and when the party actually makes the call, it gives
but
you
the
the
good
reward.
thing, but the good thing about both of these approaches is that user eventually pays for all of the gas costs.
Yeah, in my approach, user also pays for the gas. The point is that we do not add this complexity into our
Bridge
contract. Yeah, exactly. One good thing about deposit is that it doesn't matter who calls it. Like the recipient is already in the proof itself or in the event. So whatever party can call this method, the party that is calling this method only needs to check that it can claim some reward. So like the user is going to pay for it.
Yeah.
And that can be implemented in some separate repository. Maybe not, it doesn't need to be ad hoc for the bridge. We can make something ad hoc for the bridge for the moment, but in the future we can have like some contract that accepts.
So it seems like you're supporting the second option, yeah? Like a separate contract that is doing the same kind of stuff. Okay.
Similar, yeah.
Kirill? You wanted to say something?
I wanted to discuss a little bit about Ledger, but if we don't have some time today, we can discuss it later.
Let's discuss it on Monday. We need to deal something with it, because obviously the flow for the users that own Ledger at the moment is not very convenient.
Yeah, I mean, what do we know the size of the proof that doesn't fit ledger?
Well, we can calculate, but in general, ledger has very, very low amount of RAM.
If I remember correctly, it was either 1 or 2 megabytes long, so it was pretty long. Pretty
Okay.
large.
Yeah.
Our
So
proof is 1 or 2 megabytes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well-
that's a problem, because as far as I know, the ledger for the Nano S has like about 10 kilobytes of user RAM, and for the Nano X, which is quite more powerful comparing with the Nano S, but
Yeah.
Nano X has as well as only like 50 kilobytes of RAM.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty large compared to the amount of RAM.
Yeah. So
Well,
need to
actually,
account for this.
you don't have to hold all the data in RAM to check it. You can, so actually with this kind of devices, you can use incremental hashing to essentially to stream data to the ledger, to have it compute a hash and without holding all the data at once. So that there is little RAM is not by itself a hard limitation. You can, so it can't display that much data on the screen, of course, because there is not enough screen space, but it actually can like compute a hash or a signature of such a large transaction.
But I'm wondering from a security point of view if the ledger actually allows this. Like if you're going to submit a transaction, if instead of passing the full arguments, only a hash.
I've read the docs of Ledger, and they have some strict, well, they have some best practices, I would say. So they have some guidance. And what they do is that they're checking the apps before they are going to they receive the mark Ledger approved. And some additional news to all of you who is watching this video is that Near Ledger application just received the Ledger approved status. So now you can get it not from the experimental mode or suited for the developers, but it was approved by the Ledger team. So that's cool. And obviously, if you are going to change anything in that app, it needs to be reviewed. So it will take some time. So yeah, let's come back to this issue again on Monday when we are going to plan our next week. But this is a limitation of the current bridge. And this is not specific to the front end. This is specific just to Ledger users. Okay, and the last thing that I want to tell to you is that, again, we are going to discuss this in detail on Monday, is that since we have now a new domain, bridgetonear.org, and we also have lots of information to share with our users, like what are the right coordinates of the connectors and the bridge, where is the frequently asked questions that we can help people to answer, what is the current status of the bridge, when is going to be the next relay transaction from Near to Ethereum, stuff like that. There are lots of information, and actually docs too. You need to put it somewhere. So I propose to all of you to create actually the full website on bridgetonear.org and put there this information. So please think of this over the course of the weekend. Let's discuss it once again on Monday. And I think that, well, obviously this is my idea, so I think that it is cool. But if everyone will think that it's worth doing, let's do it. Why not? So we do not have any time to discuss what is going to be done in the next week. Let's do this async. I'm going to add to this discussion, so please send me in Slack your plans here on the next week, and then we are going to connect once again on Monday and check once again what we are going to do the next week. Thanks everyone for joining this call today. It seems like we don't have any specific questions on YouTube, but we have 6 people watching us. So hello to everybody. Yeah, super excited because of all of these releases and news. So stay tuned and see you in a week.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody. Bye.